Yo, yo, yo. I live. Alright. Let me get situated here. Before we dig into our project for the night. Alright, so I decided to go with one of our clients' prospects, Blade Guard veterans for his Night Spectres. Just because I thought it'd be cool to do. So, I went ahead and already put him together. He's wiping his blood off his sword with a cloth from one of his enemies, which we will paint, and you'll know then which type of enemy he just killed. So this looks like this pretty cool model, pretty detailed. So, should be interesting. What his Night Spectres usually look like. Let me break a couple of these out here quick, so I still have a few of them here. Is these guys. We got that rich purple armor with that white pauldrons, white accents. So let's see if we can make one a Blade Guard.
If you're hearing an echo, it's possibly coming back through on my mic, because I am with him as well. And
should be gone now.
Oh, that's it.
Just a setting.
My bad.
Thank you for pointing that out, though.
Thought maybe it was mine picking you up. My bad.
All right. So first thing we need to do, this bad boy, is we need to get some primer on him. Let me break out my handy dandy airbrush here. Some thinner, some flow improver if I can get to it without hitting everything off my desk. It's good old Vallejo Black. Can't go wrong with the Vallejo Black primer. A little bit thinner. Little mix action here. All right. Here we go. I love the smell of primer in the morning.
Thought you love the smell of pancakes and French toast in the morning.
Don't be giving away all of my secrets. I mean, who doesn't love the smell of French toast in the morning? I mean, come on. See? Exactly. He knows what's up. I will say, I like how they designed this model. You know it. I get treated every once in a while. It's not always PB&J. You gotta keep me healthy.
We're used to painting all these tiny little guns that this thing is just gigantic.
Yeah, Kendall is working on one of the giant action figures at the moment.
Personal, actually. But we do actually have one coming in for commission soon. But it's been haunting me for months.
Oh, missed spot. Got it. Nope. Almost got it. There we go. Got that deep black. Can't even see what you're looking at now. You get this cleaned out. The moment when you use way too much primer. So, Chuck, I hear it's your daughter's birthday. Yes, I can show you how I clean my airbrush. Just give me a moment, because I literally just finished cleaning out that paint. So I'll be doing a few different layers with my airbrush. Let me just air it off here quick so that way it's dry.
Wasn't sure if you'd be joining us tonight.
Well, you might hear some background noise, so I might go mute for a little bit, but because my wife's on
Which
the
is
phone.
understandable.
But yes, Sydney is right here, and yes, it is her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Sydney!
Happy birthday, Sydney!
Hold on, I'm gonna have to. You're gonna have to do that again because I have my headphones on. One second.
Let us know when.
Yeah, no problem.
Go for it.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Sydney!
birthday, Sydney! I'm so happy you like the angels. Oh, the angels?
Alright, she's lost her mind now.
Sure.
Alright,
Go ahead and talk.
back to some color here.
Hi.
Hi, Sydney!
Hey,
Alright, let's
Do
throw
you
on
like the
some purple here.
sisters?
Yeah, I love the sisters you painted.
awesome! I'm so happy.
I didn't realize you painted my first set too.
Mhm.
You did a really good job.
Thank you. I'm so happy you like them. And happy birthday.
Thank you.
Alright, let's brighten this dude up. He's a little dark. So we're going to be using some Xeros Purple here. This is going to be our base coat. It's still going to be pretty dark at this point just because Nagaroth is a very dark purple. But once we get up a few layers here, everything will start popping out and you'll see what I'm trying to achieve. Get that undercarriage.
Me or did it just get very hot down here?
That's just you. Still recovering from your shot. Alright, alright. Got that first purple. You can start to see a little bit of that detail coming out. It'll get better. Hold on. Let's move this outside. Alright. First thing you want is one of these for when you're cleaning out between colors. Now I'm not sure if you want like a full like breakdown of your airbrush for cleaning. If so, I can do that once I get all of my purple laid on here. Get your little mixing medium here. For those of you wondering, that was not Kool-Aid. That is actually it's windshield wiper fluid. It actually works pretty good for cleaning in between colors. When you're actually deep cleaning your airbrush, I would not use that, but it works just fine for between colors. That way you're not using your expensive cleaner, you know, running it through your airbrush constantly. Just adds a lot quick.
Oh God.
And all I'm doing is taking this paper towel here inside just to clean that out. Make sure it's nice and clean. There's still a little bit of purple in there, but that's fine because I'm still using purple. I'm just using different shades of purple at this point. For example, next shade, it's going to be some Xeros Purple. So I'm going to take that up just a hair. And if you haven't got some already, when you do this, I found this works really well. This is like Flow Improver and Thinner combined. And it's actually cheaper than both bottles put together. You can get one of these bottles like $6 usually. Where each one of those bottles is like 15. I did the math and it turned out to be cheaper. Not to mention that I don't have to worry about the ratios either. A couple drops of Xeros. Little backflow action here just to help mix it up. Alright, so this is going to be my first fat highlight on this armor. I'm not spraying anything yet, just a little bit of air to help dry off that paint. Alright, so I'm going to do a coat on his upper foot. And then I'm going to do a line right up the center of his greave. Fan it out just a little bit towards the sides. On his knee right there, I'm going to add just basically a circle on the top and the bottom of his foot because it's in that shadow. Alright, see his forearm sticking up there? So we're going to get a line right across the top of that. Get his elbow there. Not really worried about his pauldrons because his pauldrons are going to be like a gray with a gold, so that's going to be a completely different color. I'm going to throw a little bit here on the back. Technically this would be in shadow. Yeah, no problem, man. But I like to make it so you can actually see it when it's done. Sometimes it's just about appearance over what's right and wrong with your light. Get the top of that hand right there on the blade. Alright. Little bit brighter. Now he's going to get a... Oh, I was about to curse. Naughty me. He's going to get a lot brighter here in a second.
Do you not curse on your streams?
All the fucking time.
So, what?
There might have been... City might have been watching. I was trying to be polite. I'm knocking cameras around and stuff. Alright. So a little bit of my Kool-Aid here. And then some backflow. Just to help wash it out of the reservoir on the bottom. Now goes the excess. Now you notice after that there'll be a little bit of residue left in there. That's fine. Just grab some paper towel, wedge it in there gently, spin it around. Ta-da! My valve opens up too far. It's gone.
They
It's gone
just
forever.
send it flying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Alright. I'll find that one later. I'll just grab my other arrows. Carpet ate it somewhere.
Do you need my help?
No, we got another line. It's fine.
Yes, but you know what we also have?
What's that?
Dogs.
Yeah, don't talk about that. Don't give them bad ideas.
Well, the only one down here is currently asleep.
Good. Let's keep it that way. All right. So for our next highlight, how do you spell that? Or how do you pronounce that? Decala lilac. Now, this isn't going to stay this color at all. There's a next step here that's going to tint everything. So this is going to be for our top-down highlight. Alright. So we're going to come right over the top of it. And as they say in The Lion King, everything the light touches. That's right. I went there.
Lord.
You can love me, you can hate me, but I'm not wrong. Again, we're going to hit those same spots. This is basically a zenithal highlight is what they call this. Usually a zenithal highlight is applied before you put down colors, but you can do it in between. I'm just going to add just a little bit in there because I can. Alright. So, you can see how that brought out a lot more of that detail. Obviously, I don't want to keep it that, because it's almost like a white. But that's fine. This next step is going to take that white and turn it back to purple and help blend these transitions in together. So I'm actually going to make it nice and bright. I want to make it brighter than I actually want it to be. Chuck, did you just say something? Was that you I heard?
I was just saying I'm back.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I had to get rid of people because everybody was talking in the background. I couldn't concentrate on everything. So. I'm getting old that way.
Darn people.
Added your priorities. Now everyone GTFO.
I only have a small single core processors.
That one brain cell's working overtime.
That's after today, absolutely, because they really taxed it. So, but yes, I'm back.
Well, welcome back. We're just playing with some plurples.
Playing with purples. I'm playing with a lot of silver.
I'm going to be playing with purples probably this weekend.
Oh yeah, what are you painting this purple?
So, okay. I'm trying to figure out how to make this really long, stupid story short. So let's just say I did a thing.
You did a thing. All right, you did a thing.
I did a thing. I talked to people and I did a thing. The thing I have done is I picked up some models for a game called Beyond the Gate of Antares, which is a bold action game. It's their sci-fi version that Rick Priestley supposedly created.
Okay.
Of GW fame. So, getting a little salty because, you know, hey, the AdMech stuff's coming out. Hey, we're going to wait a month.
Oof.
Well, fine. I will find other toys to play with then.
I say good day, sir.
But it's partially that. It's partially me being salty, but part of it is, honestly, I'm working on Marines. I'm working on Impulsors, and I'm going to try to get them done this weekend, but I'm getting a little tired of working on Marines and Impulsors and GW stuff. So I just figured I'd do like a palette cleanse and maybe paint something else. So, because I can paint them whatever I want. There's no, oh, well, you have this army, it must be these colors. No, I can paint them whatever I want.
You could basically
So-
be a kid with a crayon box.
Yeah. Well, no, because kids with crayon boxes tend to eat the crayons. At least the tasty ones. But so yeah, so I figured that I would, and they're good models. Like my Black Templar, my Iron Hands. I want them to look. No, I'm not starting Black Templars. No, Jesse, I promise.
I don't believe you, but sure.
And I'm not starting the other tan guys, the yellow ones. I'm
Imperial
telling you,
Fist?
single processor, not going so well. Yeah, not playing Imperial Fist, not playing Salamanders, just working on my Iron Hands. And I want those to look at least tabletop.
Okay.
I can paint tabletop. I can put 3 colors on, maybe some highlighting. You know, I'm not gonna be challenging you for paint jobs anytime soon. Trust me.
Oh, but why
Ever.
not? Come on. We have enough of your models right now, Chuck.
And I'm gonna send more at some point. But anyways,
Like such a guilty way to say that.
oh, I mean, it's not really guilty. It's just, I'm gonna send more. You know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. So
It's not just beat around the bush. It's gonna happen.
yeah, it's gonna happen. Expendable troops, don't really care. They can die in droves, and they don't have to be painted to Golden Demon standard. They're just gonna get plopped down the table, moved, shot off the table,
So
put back in the
just
box.
adding the silver to this gun is starting to actually make it look like a gun.
The gun that's like the size of like 10 Space Marines put together.
Yes, look.
Yeah, that it is. All right, I'm gonna change
so
my
bad.
camera in a second here for you guys because I was painting white last time. And it's a wee bit dark, so it's like I'm looking at this purple. It's like you guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing.
I was gonna say, because the purple I'm thinking about using is brighter than what you're using, but yeah, now that I look at it, no, that's about the same shade.
Yeah, well, I mean, these guys are supposed to be dark for what they are. That's part of his scheme.
Yeah. Now, yeah, you prime that black, then put purple over it.
Correct.
So, if I were to prime in like a white or a very light gray, that purple would be brighter, correct?
Yep, that it would be.
Okay.
It's just me and Gray Primer do not get along.
That's fine.
We've had
Well,
some
what?
bad experiences with Gray Primer.
All right, let me
Oh.
flip over my exposure setting here so you can actually see it properly.
No, the reason I'm asking is, again, these guys that I got from Bolt Action, I'm gonna, try the Zenithal and just putz around with them, because if they don't look tabletop, I don't care. I'm just gonna play. So pretty.
Yeah, it's still got that glossy feel from the shade I just put onto it, but basically they're just a wee bit darker than this one, but that's what the difference is while we wait for it to dry.
Mm-hmm.
That one stands out a little bit more.
I still love that Casero Con model.
Yeah, I'm actually I was really happy with how the stone turned out. Like, I was like, man, that actually looks like a real stone.
Yeah. You outdid yourself on that one. That's really good.
All right. So, we got our plurples. Yay, purples.
Yay, purples.
Why, thank you, sir. Now, we have all the other colors. And now I can't cheat anymore. I have to use a brush. So let's see here. Retributor for the golds. Celestial gray. Start with for the whites. Alright. We're going to start with celestial grays. Because that is probably going to be one of the biggest colors that's on this model. Do I want my 2? No. Alright. Add a little bit of water to my brush. Thin out the paint a little bit. Nobody likes chalky paint. Unless you're eating it. Alright, we're going to start with his cloth here.
Unless you're eating. God damn it.
Hey, you're the one that puts up with me.
I live with you. I feed you.
Yeah, some excellent PB&Js. Probably could be using a bigger brush.
I thought you were going to make a comment about that PB&J.
What about that? My substance of life?
Can the whip more?
Am I only getting half portions now?
Cut down on the grocery bill.
Hey now. I don't like where this conversation's going.
Then you really wouldn't have wanted to read that conversation today. So
I saw snippets of it. I was like, nope, I'm steering clear.
that I don't know why I immediately went there, but it was just one of those moments of work that I looked over and went, I have an opportunity. And no one's.
So I told him about it. I said Discord needs your attention. And he's like, well, why did you... I'm like, people have questions. He's like, well, why did you phrase it like that? I'm like, have you read Discord? Oh, F was brought up.
You guys are crazy.
I mean, like I said, I looked at it and went, huh. No one stopped that brain cell, so immediately went to typing. I mean, when I get Dustin to like consider something, it's like, wow, I'm proud of myself tonight. I've accomplished something. I can log off of work now.
My job here is done for the day.
Yeah. And then when Kendall's like, I like, choked on my pop. I'm like, or on my soda. I'm like, woohoo!
We know what pop is.
Double the points. What? What? What'd you do? Eat it? Hold on. Sid. Hold on. Oh, my daughter.
She do.
Lost her phone. So, it's around. I just have to...
Sounds familiar. Where's my e-cig?
My binky? The thing that makes it so people don't die?
Yes, the thing you're constantly misplacing.
Gee, that was easy.
Or was it? Right in front of her face?
Literally. She was sitting on the couch and she has this little TV tray that she puts her water and all of her snacks and stuff on. And I started it to ring and she goes, it won't help. It's on vibrate. And I'm like, the room's dark. The screen lit up and I'm like, oh, it's sitting right where you were. And she just kind of looked at me. I'm like, yeah. You're 13. You know everything. Got it. Matter of fact, in my Discord today, somebody asked how old my daughter was. I'm like, she just turned into a smart mouth 13-year-old, like, a grot.
Correct.
So I have started calling her that. Then I had to show her what a grot was, and I don't think she liked that, but she hasn't yelled too much. So
Yet.
I'm her father. She can yell all she wants. I can tune her out too.
Yep. It's that fatherly switch that gets installed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get to cyber where I want, but I do get to cyber where I need occasionally.
Yep. As you guys can see, I'm not exactly painting cleanly, but I don't need to for right now. Right now, it's just basically slap some paint.
This is so nice. I've been painting tiny little guns. I don't think I'll ever be able to go back.
Well, there's a problem there.
I was going to say, we have some bad news. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. HR has some bad news for you.
Yes. Yes, HR would like to have a word. Has something to do with rations being taken? I don't know.
But no, and on top of giving her the sisters, I got her another small battle foam box to put them in with trays.
There you go.
So
keep nicely protected.
She was very happy. I still haven't glued the flight stands on because I have to modify the tray to do that because they're just tall. So, but I told her, I says, no more painted until you start playing more. And she goes, okay, how's this weekend sound? Okay.
I guess you like them.
I'm like, okay.
See if I can actually get that so the color looks right. That's closer.
Jesse.
OCD, sorry.
Yeah. Focus. Actually, I don't care tonight, but I'm just having fun.
That's what it's all about.
Yes, watching you put paint on a Mini.
Pretty much, yep.
Exactly what I asked for. See?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Nope, he sure isn't.
It was better than the other suggestion.
Oh, God.
Well, let me just say this. The group I work for, since I'm their oversight, I set my expectations low. So I just have managed to do that throughout the rest of my life, and that way I'm just really not ever disappointed.
Spoken like a true IT.
I'm sorry, what broke? Oh yeah, I figured that was going to break. Here's a replacement.
Yep.
Wait, what?
I don't even want to know how you broke it, just here.
Yeah,
Here, take this.
It's going to hurt my brain cells asking.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we're going to push a new version of Windows. Great. I need 25 new laptops imaged at my desk by Monday. Why? Just because. Just do it. They showed up on Monday. On Tuesday. Chuck, we have a problem. How many do you need? How did you know? How many do you need? We need at least 12. There's 25 at my desk. Go get them.
Yep.
They're like, wait, what? How did you? I've been here long enough. I set my expectations low. When somebody says they're going to fix something, I know what that means. We're going to break everything. Hey, the grot's back.
Hey, I'm not a grot.
It's actually coming out really nice. Pretty cleanly so far.
It's always fun working with grays because they take forever to dry, and you have to paint thinly if you want to keep that smooth texture.
Well,
Do I have the Doom Bowl?
And the Rhinox hide.
What's it worth to you?
Well, Rhinox hide right now. A mansion and a yacht.
And own a yacht. You are in the wrong business. Alright. We're going to give that a second to dry. Okay. So, other things that I've been working on this week in the shop while we wait is we have our good old boy Mephiston. I have an actual video. Of course, I screwed with my camera. Pop. So we got that nice fade in the skirt. We got his primary reds done. His base for the most part is done. I have actually a full video I'm doing on him, which hopefully should be releasing next week some point. Then we have my personal project, because I just couldn't help it, even though I didn't finish my repulsor yet.
Hey.
Grimnar sled. That nice glorious gold going on.
Santa sleigh. The project will forever and now always be known as Santa sleigh.
Santa's sleigh, that's right. We also had some Venetaris from last week. Still gotta do a little bit of touch up, changing up that base. I got some new snow I'm gonna throw on this one. And while I was dying for my vaccine, I decided I was going to throw on some work on this power sword for Kendall's captain for her Blood Angels. Still needs a little bit of touch up, but we're getting there.
Pew.
I just got shot. Looks good so far. Usually those handles are all silver. Usually, but you can make it whatever you want.
I'm doing it leather.
Makes sense.
Especially with the over-the-top I've seen some Blood Angels do. I'm doing it leather. Yes, and it's part of my army. That it is. Love that power sword.
Thanks. I get to fight against that at some point. Alright, just going to throw down another little layer here. I'm going to move on to another coat. I'll be working through this celestial gray here quite a bit until I get it nice and opaque. Of course, these boys gotta have their big old shields. Doing pretty good. How are you doing tonight? Alright. Another coat of Celestial on there. Let's change it up a little bit, because that's... You want to make sure you give your grays plenty of time to dry between layers, or you start pulling it back up because it's so heavily pigmented. Oof. Oof. Quarantine sucks.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh. That, again... I'm not sure what's going on with you, buddy, but that does not sound like fun. I hope you're
I'm so
alright.
sorry.
Can I have the Rhinox side?
I don't have it.
Okay.
That's why I asked if you had it.
It's probably on the other minion's desk, or it's actually where it actually belongs for once. Ow. That
Ooh.
sounds painful. Alright, we're going to start getting some of our leather prepped here. So we're going to start with a base coat of Rhinox hide. I'm just going to go in here and start hitting all of the belts, bags, anything I can get my brush on. Which red? Ow. Of course it'd be something like that when it happens to you, you know what I'm saying? Osberg, which red are you talking about? Are you talking about the Mephiston?
I think he was asking how he prolapsed his disc.
Oh,
His name
oh.
is literally I
I
am
meant
Mr.
red,
Red.
the name. My apologies. I see red, and you can ask Chuck how I am with red.
You mentioned red, he twitches. Yeah, it used to be worse, but now it's just a subtle twitch of an eyelid. So
You say that as I almost was able to fit in painting a giant red marine today.
hey, red marines go faster. So
That's what the orcs believe.
Straight off the table.
Must be true.
you know, funny you should say that because that's pretty much how it seemed to happen with Dustin and my AdMech.
Yeah.
On the table, off the table in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, I hope it goes well for you, man. That's rough. There's a trinket. Got a belt in here. Got this big old scabbard. So you gotta just sit there with that?
Oh,
That-
I'm sorry.
That really blows, man. That kind of makes me angry. I like can let people do that. All right. So of course we got
Mika!
some belts and everything in there as my dog tries to kill us with gas. Come in here and gently poke around with some Rhinox hide.
say it may be the only thing that they offer, possibly small town or just their area.
All right, so got the base coat on most of our leather here. So that's going to be a trinket. Let's make this bag leather too. Because you know what? I can. All right, now that we got that on there, let's turn around and throw some Doom Bowl and actually make it look like leather.
Wanna toss me the Rhinox hide then?
Yes, as soon as I find it.
No one heard that.
Everybody heard that.
Shut up.
Well, I was going to comment, but then I was told to shut up, so.
Yeah. See what I have to deal with?
Sorry, no comment on that either.
The wise choice,
mean-
my friend.
I mean, I know you don't know me personally, just over Twitch and emails and stuff, but I am not that stupid. I mean, I never claimed to be the brightest bulb in the box, but
That's my line.
not quite that dim either.
That is not my line. Now, I've been dealing with a ton of people asking me, why is my hair pink?
Well, you see.
Because it's not brown. See, it's an answer.
Well, I wish people around here would accept that as an answer. Because I keep getting strange looks, and then they're like, why is your hair pink? And I'm like, it's supposed to be red.
See, when dye starts to fade,
When
red
dye starts
turns
to
to
fade
pink.
and you are so bleached, you are almost white, it goes pink.
See, this is when you just kind of break out a color wheel. Just carry one in your purse.
But then I have to remove a book.
I would just tell people, I don't know. I went to sleep with blonde hair. When I woke up, it was this color. I don't know what kind of fae you have around these parts, but you really need some magical protection.
I'm going to use that the next time someone asks
And-
why my hair is pink.
And you'll either get someone who wants to talk, or you will get this look of, oh my God, what is wrong with you? And hopefully then they will leave you
Oh,
alone.
nice.
I said hopefully. There is no guarantee in life.
I have always been a bleach blonde with dark undertones, like my hair was half and half. And recently I decided to just dye it all red because I was sick of the double dye and I was so bleached it's basically white. So the dye is falling out. Well, I mean, I did this at home, so... But with how much the hairdresser here wanted to charge me, no thank you.
Yeah, I remember when I had hair.
Yeah. That was going to be my comment. I'm like, I never really got into the whole hair dyeing thing, but then again, I never really had much hair, so.
I've been dyeing my hair since I was 12. I've been bleaching my hair since I was 12. It's not much better.
So much white.
Probably should come down here tomorrow and refill all these paints after work.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did a paint check.
It's not that we need to do a paint check. It's just I never refilled it after we bought more paint.
Well,
I never claimed I was smart.
Sounds like a job for a lesser minion.
No,
our lesser minion can't handle that.
I would have paint everywhere.
I love that minion to death, but yeah.
Wow. I'm actually speechless with that one.
I mean, he probably could. It would just take a bit of training.
And I can do it so quickly now. It's like,
I'd prefer to keep half the paint in the pot, you know, instead of most of it ending up everywhere else. All right. So,
that's quick.
4 coats of gray in so far. Need another coat of Doom Bowl on our brown. We can actually get some other colors on this guy. Usually, when I do Celestial Gray like this, I would have just used my airbrush, right? Because it's done real quick. But I didn't want to, run the chance of getting it on my dark purple because it's a very hard color to fix the way I did it with the 3 stages of purple and then a airbrushed shade over top of it to tint everything. It's not exactly something I could just go in and with a brush and fix quick. So let's pop on this other Doom Bowl layer here. Maybe we'll play with some gold. Because I love gold.
From Austin Powers.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Did I finally make you proud?
Yes, this woman, when she moved out here and we started dating, she didn't even have seen Back to the Future or what other iconic movies.
I've only seen one Batman movie. Bunch of them. You make references all the time, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
See, back in my day, most of our jokes came from references in movies.
See, so did my generation. Problem is, I didn't watch movies. Or at least not the movies that you would have watched.
Major Pain, yes.
Favorite movie? Someone's asking.
My favorite movie? Oh man, that's hard to say.
I can at least say mine. It's Princess Bride.
It depends on if I'm feeling nostalgic. I'll get into a bunch of different movies. I'll sit down and still watch Caddyshack, and
Never seen it.
Back
Animal
to the
House.
Future, Animal House, Ghostbusters. All day I'll be happy with that.
Ghostbusters I'd never seen until you showed me.
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day, yes.
Never seen it.
It's
Ooh,
good old
that's
Bill Murray. Major Pain,
Stripes.
good movie.
Stripes.
Stripes, good movie.
Bill Murray.
Never seen
Flash. Oh.
it. So confused.
That I have to say, I love Flash Gordon. It's a cheesy movie, but it is so good. It is quality cheese.
That falls under the category of stupid funny.
I don't know what Animal House is
Like-
either.
I love Flash Gordon, but we gotta admit it was kind of a stupid movie.
I live under a rock. Seen it. Love it.
I've been trying to slowly, reconnect her with the world. All right.
Oh, the desert.
We ain't
found
Shit.
All right. Retributor time.
I like how you say that just as I'm about to dip into Retributor.
See, I wasn't kidding. It's Retributor time.
They totally forgot about Spaceballs.
How could you forget about Spaceballs?
I'm amending my favorite movie. King Arthur and the Holy Grail. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. There you go. Right name.
Indiana Jones. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Seen it. I live under a rock.
Oh God, what was that movie called? It's where these two guys have this dead guy and they're pretending he's alive constantly and trying to fool everybody that he's alive.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Yes.
Why?
I don't think I have seen Life of Brian. Okay. Normally, I'd paint this skull white, but today it's gonna be gold because I want.
Gasp. Excalibur. That sounds familiar.
Yes,
I would hope it.
Excalibur.
I hope it would sound familiar.
That's a really good movie. It's a good movie to explain religion poorly.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll do the rays. I think we'll do those in silver because I can. Because I can and I wanna.
I'm a blank. I probably should know it, and I can't remember it.
Come on, Kendall, you can do it. Don't you use no Google Foo either.
I may have to look up Google Food just to see the fucking people in it.
Alright, so the rims of those pauldrons are definitely going to be Retributor as well. But I want to get my last coats of Celestial Grey on there before I throw that on there.
I've seen it. soon as I saw that lady in her wedding dress, I knew what the fuck it was. Jesus, it's been a long time since I've seen that. Oh. Socks? So I guess one of our online friends ordered a new GPU. It's supposed to ship in 2 days. He just got a notification for a new ship date. Do you know what it is?
About a month out.
6/21.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's so bad. Stardies is doing any... I'm not sure who you're talking about.
You know, I don't know, Red. I don't. I know he got picked up by GW themselves to do some animations, which is really cool. I'm really glad for him, but I don't know if he's continuing it or not. The last one I saw, I think it was like, what? The episode was like 4 or 5. Like, you know, when the Marine comes out and he's, you know, missing a hand from the sphere that ate him.
Yeah, that was it. That was the last part of Astartes, and that's the last he did before GW picked him up.
Right. So I hope he does more. What's up, Orgasm? Yeah, I mean, if I was GW, I'd commission him. Like, he did phenomenal work. That was an awesome video. Like, I wish there was so much more of that out there for 40K. Even fantasy, but more, I'm being biased, more 40K.
I just hope that since they picked him up, that they use him wisely.
Agreed. I hope they don't run him into the ground.
Exactly.
It'd be very sad. Because that person has some talent.
He really does. So that's my only fear, because we've all seen what happens when big companies pick up smaller people to do things. Hey, you're smart enough and you're, you know, brilliant enough and talented enough. You can do this too, as well as these 3 things while you're at it. And oh, by the way, and yeah, it ends poorly.
That sounds like fun, Wargasm.
Colors. This is looking very nice. I am impressed. For a very large plastic gun. Nice.
Hey, Wargasm, a win is like the airplane landing. Anyone you can walk away from is good.
Is that a dog snoring?
Most likely. It's not me, that's for sure.
That's Mika snoring. What base color were we doing now for the new parchment?
Rykar flesh, or whatever it's called.
Is the base color?
Yes. Instead of Xandru dust.
I gotta find it. Or do you have it?
I do not have it.
Found it. Don't be sad about that. I still haven't even played.
Well, if you'd finish your army.
This is a custom army.
I mean, gotta put bodies on the field to play.
Which is assume what you were talking about. Or are you asking what gold is that?
Yeah, that gold is retributed armor.
Or he can answer it before I even get a response to the question.
I'm good like that? Yeah, Retributor has become one of my favorite golds to use.
It was what he was asking. Whoop.
Smoothness, how to put this, is all, it's a couple things put together. With metallics, you don't water metallics, of course. But it really depends on your brush stroke. So like, let's just say you're right-handed. So when you're right-handed, you should be painting right to left with your brush strokes. If I can find an open panel here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Can't really do that on these lines here because it's just not going to cut it. Yeah, metallics, I don't ever water metallics or mix them. They're just straight off the pot. They just happen to be sitting on my palette.
Yep. When I put them into our squeeze bottles, literally they're right out of the container. I don't even add anything to transfer them.
Now, our other paints that are non-metallics, those, when we transfer them over to our dropper bottles, because I'm not a fan of GW pots, because they tend to not seal all the way, and then you lose that paint and dries out, and yada, 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 you know, explodes on you, you name it. We add a little bit of Vallejo Flow Improver, which helps remove the paint from the pot into the bottle here. You get it on camera, actually. And that also helps you control like how much paint you use. 'Cause, yeah, I mean, you can get a little dollop, you know, with the paint pot and stuff like that. But this, you can get like a pea size, which helps when you're mixing paints together. So it's like, okay, one pea size of this color, one pea size of this color. You know it's 50-50. When you glob it off, you know, a paint pot with a brush, it could be 50-50. It couldn't be, you know, it really all depends. You know, is that glob on my brush the size of the other glob? I don't know. But normally when I'm using regular colors, like I will add a little bit of water to my brush to help it flow. It takes a little bit of practice to figure out how much water you want, how much water you don't want. I've used Flow Improver, I've used thinner. It's really personal preference. When I was starting, I always used Flow Improver because it worked better than water for starting out. It was more forgiving. Now I just use water because it's quick, it's easy, and I don't have to buy anything else. It's just right there, done and done. And I'm usually flying around so fast that there's no point.
This looks a little creepy right now.
But I will show you this real quick with a brush. I'm left-handed. I'm sure you can see that. Throw some Celestia Gray on here. The way I keep my paint smooth is I paint left to right. And the reason I do that is as I do that, I do a little bit of overlap with each stroke. And what I'm doing is I'm picking up that ridge line that you leave with the brush stroke, because that's what a brush stroke is a ridge line of paint that gets left behind. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing that ridge and I'm picking it back up in my brush and redepositing it, picking it up, redepositing. So that way it's nice and thin all the way across without leaving, you know, basically hills and valleys in your paint lines. Now you can do it the other way, like if you're right-handed going right to left, but it takes a little bit more work. So if you want to practice on not leaving brush strokes, that would be my best advice right now, is just try, if you're right-handed, paint right to left with a little bit of an overlap.
Are they the horsies?
If you're left-handed, other way. And now we're excited about horsies. Swear to God, she asks me for a pony, it's your fault. Oh, that's what those are called? The, Britonia? Is that what the horses are? Nice.
That's why I just
Okay.
asked.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Oh. Yep, those have been added to our paint queue. They came in. I just gotta put them together.
Any other gold hiding stuff here? Besides his Aquila that's nicely hidden. Alright. Let's poke some gold in here.
None of them were together.
I didn't know if that was how they were supposed to be shipped, but none of them were put together.
That doesn't surprise me, even if you did put them together, because they're pewter, and pewter doesn't like the ship well.
Like they're not broken.
Nothing. It's like broken apart. It's just they're not put together.
Alright, I think we got most of our gold coverage. Besides our pauldrons. Let's just throw that on there. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
The other thing I also noticed when we received them is the air packing, the bubble packing that was with them was all popped. So the spears on them may have also popped it, which left no space, so they probably got shaken. So, I mean, it's not a big deal. I can get them back together. And if I think it'll be helpful, I'll probably pin them. Because those look like good candidates to pin most of it.
What, not tiny 1mm wrists?
No.
But those were your favorite.
Don't get me started. I'm still having that issue.
If I disappear, don't ask question, guys.
Kendo, if he disappears, can I have Papa Smurf in his Santa sled, please?
He's coming with me to the grave, Chuck. You back off.
Damn it. I tried.
You can have my repulsor.
I'll take that. That's a really cool repulsor. And I don't have one. Besides, that would just irritate your brother.
yeah, it would. Speaking of that, let's pull that out here. If I can get him.
What, your repulsor or his box?
His bar.
Oh, do you know how mad someone... No problem. No, I didn't know if they were together or not. I saw them in pieces, but I'm gonna do my best to repair them and get them put in a way where they won't break when returning. I'm having that issue with other computer models now, too.
Yeah, we should probably finish that up this weekend, Chuck, so that way I can finally get it off my desk.
What's a Bane Blade?
It's a really big Imperial Guard tank. I mean, it's a really big Imperial Guard tank.
It's a really big Imperial Guard tank, then I don't think it would be hard to magnetize.
Yeah, no, not if you're talking about magnetizing like all the weapons and stuff like that. That shouldn't be that big a deal. The only time it really sucks to magnetize things is like Space Marine wrists and stuff like that, where you're really tiny. But if it's like a sponson or something like that, that's pretty easy.
You know, I just thought about something. If that thing keeps giving me issues, they are thin enough I can magnetize them.
Well, if they're thin enough to magnetize, then they're thin enough to pin. Because you got to think about it. It's got to be big enough to fit a magnet in, and if it's big enough to fit a magnet in, then it's big enough to put a pin in.
I'll give it more thought.
Alright, where was I? Oh yeah, pauldrons. Because I love gold. You know why, Chuck? You know why I love gold? It's got a hue of red in it.
It's gone.
He's dead, Captain.
Let's see.
Play the Imperial Toast Waltz.
Okay.
That's a big
Tank.
I want it.
I want it.
Oh god. You don't need a Bane Blade.
No, I need all the new Retributors, Sisters of Battle stuff coming out.
There you go. Say we're not starting an Imperial Guard unit.
No.
Maybe later.
Oh god.
I'm gonna need more display cabinets.
Want to show off my thing?
Sure. You're gonna have to bring it here.
Just so far.
Yes, armor column for the win. Alright. So Kendall's having fun today. with a very big bolt rifle. See, I'm all for the 3 blades, but then you can hit me with 60 guardsmen, and I'm like, ugh.
It's a gun.
Big gun.
I'm gonna have to teach you how to do lenses.
Yeah, we haven't gone over lenses
yet.
A lot of crescent moons.
Big gun.
Big gun.
Send me a message with that. We'll see what we talk. Are they painted already? Because if you have models you want to get rid of, I have no problem picking them up off you, because I'll just end up turning around, probably painting them, and then listing them on our website. Unless you got something really cool that ends up in my collection, which is where 90% of them end up anyways. Not gonna lie. I buy them I buy them to sell them, but then they end up in my cabinet.
Hi, sisters. That's basically where all of my sisters came from.
And my knight that's still in the box, I still gotta pull out.
Yeah.
That'll be like a full weekend stream deal. It's like either I'll make my knight a wolf knight with a full wolf helm and everything like that, or I'll make it for my Imperial Guard and give him giant gauntlets.
I want to do the wolf. I want to see that wolf. I keep hoping you go for the wolf.
I probably will. Like, I want to do more wolves. Just waiting then for them to give me more wolvy models so that way I don't have to augment everything. Not that I don't like augmenting everything, but augmenting a whole army, that's pretty time consuming.
Whoever joined in Discord, hi, hello, welcome.
That's Wargasm.
Oh, hi.
Welcome, Orgasm.
I think he's busy eating. His last post was now to finish my burgers before I make your ears bleed. Yeah, Jesse only gets burgers when he's finished like a big commission.
I have to finish a Bane Blade before I get a cheeseburger.
Waiting for the day where someone actually believes him and then messages me and says I'm abusing him.
As our raid group says, blink twice if you're in stress.
Don't think I haven't thought about sending you notes in Discord. Why are you abusing poor Jesse this way? Why can't you feed the poor guy? Come on. He's starving over
frozen
here.
chicken and potatoes today.
She says that. It was just a picture.
Oh my.
And got all of this professional training and don't cook your man's no food.
I'm a professional. Oh, well. I'm about to say, like, got you. No.
I'm wasting away here. Not really.
No, she just makes him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and tells him it's roast chicken and potatoes.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be like the time my mom explained how I like my burgers to you.
Mooing? Oh, no. I know.
Show it a picture of flame that was lit 5 years ago, and then it's cooked enough. Loki. Hi, bud. Hi.
You know, I just realized there were skulls in there.
Lay down.
Bah humbug. Now I gotta go in there and paint them.
Lay down. Lay down.
Not that big a
So my
deal.
roommate just gave me sushi. I'm kind of happy now.
What's up?
Oh? Why's that? Sorry, dog voice. What's up?
My roommate just gave me sushi. I'm kind
There
of
you
happy.
go.
Jealous, I miss sushi. Share. I can't get sushi out here.
Well, I mean, you can. It's just not very good.
It's shitty sushi.
Shameless flex.
No idea what you're talking about.
I'm from the Northeast. Where literally some of the fish was caught that day in the river. Well, not the river, but the...
I think you mean the big river, aka the ocean.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
When I say river, I'm thinking of the crossing between Connecticut and New Jersey.
So a bay.
The Sound.
So Stone Shoe Alley.
Either way, I'm from a place where our fish would be caught daily. And now I'm in a place where fish come in frozen.
Not true. We just eat catfish instead.
I was gonna say I get fish all the time caught daily. It's just river fish.
So, Kendall, have you had catfish before?
No. We've had this discussion.
Alright, I'll have to
Never
fix
had
that.
I'm missing out, and I feel very, very bad for you.
Well, I'd only started having even, like, fish, like, 5 years ago. It was a banned food in my house growing up.
That's 5 years that you could have been having catfish, and didn't.
Yeah, he's got a point. See, my problem is I'm actually more of a shrimp kind of person. Crustaceans. Give me my lobster, give me my crab, give me my shrimp.
See, I'm good with lobster, but I can't do shrimp.
What's wrong with shrimp?
The smell of cooked shrimp makes me nauseous.
She's one of those super taster people that can taste like everything.
I can taste the dye in yellow cheese. So I can't stomach yellow cheese. It's disgusting.
Just ruin your senses. Like, eat a lot of hot sauce, and just find somebody with some powder, and then you don't smell or taste anything anymore.
Now, I haven't had snapping turtle yet.
Yeah, basically, like, I actually like shrimp, but it has to be cold. Like, cooked cold. If it's heated up in any way and I can smell it, no.
It needs Xandri dust. What are you doing with the Xandri dust?
Horns.
Fair enough.
Turd grilled rattlesnake is good. I've had Hassenpfeffer. Hassenpfeffer's good. Now I want Hassenpfeffer. Motherfuck!
Well, there we go. Just lost our PG rating.
We haven't had a PG rating.
Demonetized. You've now been demonetized.
Yep. Here comes the band hammer.
Much more paint can I cover myself in?
Oh, that one's in that one's in my Imperial Guard list. Come on, that was a good joke. Bunch of plebs.
I'm still learning, so some of the jokes I will not understand.
I was too sucked into painting skulls. Because,
Skulls are fun to paint.
Just to give you an idea, I didn't even know Warhammer existed until 3 years ago.
It's okay.
When I randomly flew out to Illinois, and my soon-to-be boyfriend sat me on his bed and started nerding with his brother.
No, see, you made a mistake. You ask, what's Warhammer, after listening to us.
Yeah, I've heard this story already. On the last stream I watched, Kindle, you chose this.
You opened the can of worms.
And by saying choose this or chose this, we mean you didn't run screaming from the room when you had the chance.
I'm really liking the look of this giant effing gun.
Or making comments like that.
Exactly.
I worked at Renaissance festivals. This is like no fucking different for me. I was running around in the middle of summer in corsets and swords.
Corsets and swords. Those are like some of my favorite words put together. I mean, am I wrong?
You're really not.
And yet I get yelled at for making the comment I did today about the other channel. I think unfairly now.
Yeah.
Unjustly, I might add.
No, I've worked Hebron Fair, Connecticut. I worked an anime convention in a corset.
The only way you make
I've been to
corset
several-
and sword better for me is to add tattoos.
Agreed.
Don't have any of those. See,
Press after rip.
we may if we can afford it.
What?
He said we should probably go to Adepticon next year.
I would love to.
Just hitchhike. And camp in a tent.
I can't do a tent.
I don't need to do that. I just borrowed my brother's RV.
Oh, well, not all of us are lucky enough to have a brother with an RV.
I mean, you're not wrong. And I just happen to be lucky enough that my uncle gave it to him. I was kind of pissed about that. It's like, no one ever gives me anything. He gives you a freaking RV.
Well, he did give you something, but your brother hasn't put it in yet.
What?
The engine,
He didn't give it to me. He gave a truck to my brother to tear apart. It just happens to be the right engine for my Avalanche.
Never mind.
I feel like we completely lost phrasing on all of that.
Probably.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm still not 100%.
I just want to say I'm a little insulted.
Uh-oh.
I have.
Chalk, what's the
Why?
matter, buddy?
Look, dude, I come here whenever you stream, or at least I try to come whenever you stream, family depending. And I give you grief all the time, and yet you say no one gives you anything.
That's about an hour drive for
Damn it,
us.
Chuck.
Hour 26 minutes.
I felt that one. Chuck.
Wait, what's going on?
I'm telling you, one processor running. And it's,
Wait, what
How-
happened? I
power
missed it.
supply's
I was
going
answering Oz's question.
Oh, Chuck busted my balls.
Oh,
yeah,
so the normal.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, she gets it.
Anyways, so it's about an hour and 30 minutes from us. So yeah, it's not too far.
What, Adepticon?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need an RV or nothing like that. We'll just go up.
Schaumburg?
Yeah.
That's an hour and a half for us. Yeah, we could drive that.
Hell, I used to do that just to get good hot wings.
Yeah, hour and a half ain't that bad. I mean, it's
Okay.
2
Okay,
hours to
Trev.
Chicago.
Normally when people comment in Twitch, we try and stick with their names unless they're comfortable with it.
Unless they're comfortable with it.
What's going on?
What?
What's going on?
What? 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 What?
What? Ozzy, stop it with the chicky scratch. You're not a chicken.
Yes, he is. More like a barking squirrel.
Hey. Boop. But yeah, no, that's not far from us. So maybe we'll go next year.
I don't think the question is
So guys,
if we are going. Because I'm going.
I just have to
Go ahead.
just have to inform you guys that Burger King burgers and spicy tuna or spicy sushi. Interesting flavor combination there.
It kind of sounds like it.
Never had Burger King, I wouldn't know.
I can only fix so many things of a sheltered life, guys.
Yeah, I was about to say, Kendall, what have you eaten? I feel like that's a shorter list at this point.
Yeah.
I would love to argue against that, but I can't. This lady didn't even know what cheese curds were.
What?
I'm from the Northeast. To
They
us,
literally
cheese
thought
curds
it was
are like
actual
the
cheese
majority.
curds.
Yeah, that's like up Northeast. That's what we think cheese curds are.
Like actually curds and whey, not just chunks of cheese that are deep fried in goodness.
Yeah, probably. He probably forgot.
What I forget?
I was a bit concerned Jesse stopped using my name this stream. Figured I'd been gone too long.
You left me. You left me, man.
No.
No, I try to be respectful of our clients' customers and not use their names unless they're okay with it in stream because there's weird people out there and I don't like throwing people's names around unless you're Chuck. But that's usually because Chuck's already usually in Discord with me, busting my balls.
Not only that, I'm already weird, so.
Yeah, I mean.
I mean, and his name's only in his Discord name, so.
That's true.
Yeah. But no, War. Basically, like how I grew up, it was meat, potatoes, and nothing else. Like no fish, no vegetables, no. Yeah.
This sounds like the Midwest.
So
background.
like we did fast food, and it was McDonald's, or it was a dive place up the road from me that did chili dogs.
Okay, and you said that you're from the from the Atlantic Northeast, right?
I am from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
I may blow your mind, but where I'm from, a staple of any summertime is fried butter.
That didn't come through
That would just
Discord,
kill me.
but her jaw literally hit the floor. I think she's still looking for it.
Cute. No, that would actually probably kill me. I have a milk allergy.
I'm gonna take it that's a southern thing. At least if I remember correctly.
No, not at all.
You know what another thing is I miss from back home that I have not seen here? Deep fried cheesecake.
No, we just deep fry everything else.
You know what else is a really nice follow-up for the fried butter?
What's that, buddy?
A fried Twinkie.
Yep. Now that we have.
All right, what about fried bologna?
Yep. We got that too.
All right, I got one more for you. Got one more. Fried ice cream.
Yep, we got that too.
Yes. Most Mexican places where I used to live had fried ice cream.
Yeah, it is a Mexican thing. Let's see. I'm trying to fried Oreos. You ever had a fried Oreo?
Yep.
Yes.
And Snickers. And
They are
Milky
like
Ways. And
little fried balls of crack cocaine. That's what a fried Oreo is.
little balls of crack cocaine. Sorry, I said that
here-
wrong. Fried crack cocaine.
Here's the thing. I would love to go to Warhammer World and all that kind of stuff, but it's getting someone on a plane.
Why we gotta go here? I'll take a boat.
You know, you are more likely to be attacked by a cow than you are to be in a plane crash.
Yeah, I know. But see, if I'm attacked by a cow, at least I can fight it.
I don't know. Have you ever seen a cow fight? Them bastards are ornery.
Oh, I didn't say I would win, but at least I could fight.
I mean, so technically, if you're in a plane and it's going down, you could theoretically jump out of the door, and now
I know
you're
it's
not in the
blasphemy,
plane.
but it's so good.
I mean, you're not wrong, man, but
I was
Terrified of planes. And then I met someone who lived in Illinois.
see, the thing is I didn't used to be terrified of planes. I've been on planes, and I was just fine. It's just as I've gotten older, for some reason, my fear of heights has gotten worse. Like, I used to actually climb up 3-4 story buildings and work on roofs and stuff like that all the time. And then I fell off a roof once, and I screwed up my back and was basically bedridden for a week because my back was so screwed up. And it's kind of just gotten worse ever since. And now, my body's just like, nope, I'm done with heights. It doesn't matter. I get past 2 stories up, I start having a problem. Outdoors, of course. I mean, if I'm in a building, it's different, but yeah. My mind sucks.
I was terrified of heights, and then I met someone in the Midwest, and I was not gonna drive 1,000 miles for the first time meeting him. So my only option was to get my butt on a plane. And I took his Xanax, and I was fine. I kind of liked it. And then I spent a week out here, and then I flew home. And it was fine.
And then you drove 1,000 miles.
Then I drove 1,000 miles. And then my mom got on a plane. That was funnier.
As Chuck like to says, the mothers are coming. The mothers are coming.
Ugh. Don't remind me. My daughter.
You say that, and my mom's already planning. She's like, I'm getting my second shot soon.
Lead Belcher, please.
No, my daughter's birthday is going on for like 4 weeks because of COVID. And this weekend, my wife and I planned some things for her because she can't have friends over. And it's killing my daughter that she doesn't know what we plan. And
but that's the fun part when you're a dad.
Well, yeah. Well, tonight she asked, like, she tries to be cool about it and just slip it into the conversation. Oh, what are we doing on Saturday, by the way? Yeah. It's like, look, you little turd. I'm older and smarter than that. Seriously. And tonight I finally looked at her. I says, fine, you finally broke me. I says, we're taking you over to the next town over. They have an airport, and I'm going to have them take you up and push you out of a plane with a parachute. And she looks at me, she goes, I don't want to do that. I'm like, sorry, I paid the money. Your butt's going up in a plane. And I'm paying someone to push you out of an airplane. I says, because if you ask me one, she goes, you're not serious. I'm like, no, but if you ask me one more time, I swear to God, I'm booking it right there. So... But yes, yeah. you mentioned the mothers are coming, and my wife decided to tell me, oh, by the way, on Sunday, your mom's coming. I'm like, oh, boy. Oh, yeah, and my mom's coming. Oh, boy.
Wait, so you didn't know that your mom was coming at all, period? Dot?
No. My mom and I talk. It's not like we're estranged or man, I don't know. She might hate me at this point. I couldn't tell you. But between keeping track of the people doing landscaping and things on my house, that takes a lot of my time after work. Most of my day is work, or as April, I've called it, the month of doctor visits, because one, I'm diabetic, and two, I had an infection that needed dealt with. But anyways, yeah, my mother will call my daughter or my wife before she'll call me. And her excuse is, oh, well, I know you're busy. I'm your son. Call me. I will pick up the phone. If I can't talk to you at that minute, I will call you back. No, I understand. Yeah, okay, whatever. Now you're just getting snarky, and that's fine. Be snarky. But,
Oh, it's okay. No, it's hard because my family always out on the Northeast, and like my parents had it set up, and my parents were saving up money that they could make 1, maybe 2 trips a year to come out and see us. And even my sister was actually planning to eventually come out, and one of my adopted sisters was planning on coming up to visit, and COVID hit. The last time I saw my mom was when I was supposed to have heart surgery the first time, and that was the last time I saw her was October of 2019. And then all this started. So everything went on lockdown. My parents were going to fly out for my heart surgery, but I was like, don't bother. Like, only one person's allowed in the surgery room, and that's going to be Jesse, so don't bother. But now they're working on getting their shots and everything, so I'll probably see them in the next couple of months. My adopted sister is getting her shot soon and is planning to come crash on our couch.
All right.
So it'll be nice.
I need to practice my my Paul Revere yell for the mothers are coming.
The mothers are coming. The mothers are coming.
I feel like I need to rent a horse just for this.
Well, there's that pony you were looking for, Kendall.
Yep.
The first.
Oh,
And-
yeah. No, I'm. Good lord. No, I'm okay. I have a condition called. Oh God. Aventricular regional nodal tricardia, or AVNRT. I have extra nerve in my heart.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
So
basically,
what happened was
I had a heart rate of 230, and Jesse rushed me to the hospital. They stopped my heart to get it to stop. And they're like, well, you have extra nerves, so you need to have an ablation. So I set up the original surgery date, and 3 days before my surgery, they call me and they say, yeah, you owe $75,000 and you need to pay $35,000 up front. I said, well, what about my insurance? And they're like, oh, your insurance covers zero. Well, cancel the surgery.
Yep, that's when Jesse comes in. It's like, pound sand.
Yeah. So first my parents, I called with my parents and they were seeing if they could do anything. And my dad even talked to the hospital and they're like, nope, we're not doing anything. It has to be paid up front. And my dad's like, the fuck? So discussed it with Jesse and we canceled it. But my mom had non-refundable tickets. So she still came out. That was nice.
All right, you red hoarder.
Mephiston? So I actually had my surgery, actual surgery. Good luck getting some sleep.
Oof. Yeah, have a good night, Red. Hope you feel better, man.
But yeah, I had my surgery, what, October?
Yeah.
September, like late September, early October. And found out I had 7 extra nerves in my heart, and they were only able to ablate 4. 3 or 4. That's fun. But no, I'm okay now. It's just a condition me and Jesse have to watch for the rest of my life, among other things. Yay!
See, there's a reason I keep her locked in the basement painting minis. She's safe down here. It's either that or a bubble, and I can't afford a bubble.
Well, then she couldn't make the PB&J.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty smart. I could probably find some way to put a little vent or, trap door in there so that way she can get her hands out to the counter.
Just give her a pair of those like scientific gloves when they have to reach in. Just make hers reach out.
Exactly. And it'd be kind of funny watching her roll around and watching the gloves go flop, 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 flop.
It's not actually that rough. I mean, finding out the 231, that was bad. But the other ones, they don't bring my heart rate above 130, 140, so...
And it's only for a split second.
It's for a split second, so...
Like, they got all the bad ones. that caused you to have actual problems. Now you just get a little spasm every once in a while.
Yeah, I get a little spasm every once in a while, and I wear a smartwatch at all times, basically. And I remember to put it on. And if I start having issues with other ones, we can go back and reassess. The reason why they didn't get them all is they didn't want to put in a pacemaker.
No, you're forgetting a part.
Hmm?
It's not that you'd have to put a pacemaker in. It's they were hesitant to do it because it's close to the main nerves. And if something went wrong and they hit one of those main nerves, then you might need a pacemaker.
Broken. I don't feel bad for me. It's don't.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my real mom.
Now listen here, Junior.
I was just looking at this gun. I'm like, what else do I add? And I'm like, there's nothing really. It just needs shade, and then I go up in levels from there.
Yep, then you start highlighting.
So, Trev, you're actually absolutely right. Shouldn't have friends is correct, but I will say for 13, my daughter is fairly smart about things like that and not wanting to have friends over because with as bad as my diabetes is jacked up right now, it would be a bad thing for me to get COVID. And her best friend decided, her mom works for Disney. They decided to fly to Disney this week. So,
The fuck?
yeah. So again, this is why I'm having four weekends of birthday stuff for my daughter. So
I want 4 weekends of birthday stuff. Come on, Chuck.
that's the problem. It's not my birthday stuff.
No,
I don't know when your birthday is.
You have a whole year.
Birthday pass. You're about.
Beginning of April.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was gonna say, wait. I have a good idea. I just have to go back and chat and look because I remember getting all of your
25
stuff.
days late.
Day late, dollar short.
Yeah, you're about 25 days late.
All right, Jets. Yeah, we're half an hour over our usual time, but that's fine. I have a lot of painting to do. You guys keep me busy.
And it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's good there. Now we get to actually start on the cool things tomorrow. Now that we got all our base
So
coating
is
done.
this one of y'all's?
Nope, this is one of our clients.
How's it look?
Very nice.
It looks like a bolter. A space marine to be proud.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the other one, Orgasm, but basically it goes to this guy's Night Spectres. Here's one of them right here.
Ah, very nice, very nice. They're not silver and blue, but eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there. Something tells me that'll be next month's big project, right?
Probably something like that. I don't know. I haven't
his
hardly had a
birthday.
chance to build anything this week.
Yeah?
His birthday's early April. Mine is September.
Well, let's say, man, if it comes down to it, you can just, like I said, you can just send it to us in sections, too. That way you can do it at your own pace.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to pay for all that shipping,
I hear you, and they don't exactly give away shipping anymore nowadays.
No, this is just like our busiest week. I think we've got 4 D&D games regularly scheduled,
Trevor.
and then
Yeah.
I've only got 1 day off this week, so a lot of stuff going on.
Just remind.
Yeah, that sounds rough. Yeah, you should probably. I'm sure he would like his Death Corpse. Alright, gents, I'm going to call it a night here. To stream tomorrow or not? It's a toss-up for me, because I'm actually in the middle of making that video for
Do a vote.
Mephiston.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
The power
Gate.
node. Hold on. Oh, yeah, yeah. What do you want? A little bit of blue, a little bit of power effect on it there, Prospect?
Blue node on the power sword.
The node, that's where the power field originates from on the power swords. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Not a problem. But yeah, if you guys want, I will stream tomorrow. Just let me know.
Do it.
So that's one.
Sure. I will happily.
I'm sure you will, Chuck. I already know what your vote is.
You put paint on it. You put paint on the thing. That's all I'm asking for. So.
So that's what, 3 people right now
All
asking
right.
you to stream tomorrow?
All right. I'll stream tomorrow. Yeah, no problem, man.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Yeah, I just got to make sure to leave myself some time because I do want to finish that Mephiston. And normally I would have streamed that, but I'm actually making a full-length video out of that one. I'm trying to be fancy.
Ooh. Fancy.
I figured out my Bob Ross voice and everything, Chuck.
Don't forget the happy little grenades.
I gotta check him now. I'm gonna see if there is grenades on him.
I'm not sure if there is on Mephiston.
No,
but I don't
there's
know.
not. He's got his book and some blood drops. I'll figure it out. I'll work it in there. Don't you worry about it.
Well, then happy little skulls, because I know he's got skulls on him.
No,
Of course
I
he's
just
got
realized
skulls.
this gun is really bent.
They're all bent like that.
Is it because of their chest?
Is it because of their chest piece?
It's either that or it's just from the mold. I mean, it's
I don't like it.
just an action figure.
Me. But eventually I need the other one. They came out with the Sisters of
I've
Battle
created
one.
a monster.
You have no one to blame but yourself for
That's
this.
right.
But yourself.
But myself. All right, I'm making a break for it.
See you
Have a good
later.
night,
Yeah.
everyone.
Night, everyone. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. No one asked you, Mika. No one asked you.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Night, Trevor. Night, Prospect.
For the Emperor.